What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Retro Lair. This week we hit up the Dallas Vintage Toy Store. Really loved it. There was a lot of good stuff in there. We did pick a few items up, so stay tuned for the end of the video to see what we grabbed. Also, if you're a fan of 80s and 90s nostalgia, all the video games, toys, all the stuff that reminds you of being a kid, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we drop our next video. Enjoy, guys.
Retro Lair. I really hope you guys enjoyed what you got to see. I love the Dallas Vintage Toy Store. It's my first time ever going. We'll definitely try to go back at some point, either with the family and the kids, or even with friends, because it was a really cool place to be. Just to show you a couple of the things that we picked up. I did pick up 2 of these. I've already delivered the other one to Matt. This is a G.I. Joe. This is Gung Ho in his dress uniform. Really clean V1 Dusty G.I. Joe that they were able to get to me. So adding this to the G.I. Joe collection, mainly Matt. Matt's got quite a few Dusty parts, so we're going to work on trying to put a few of those together so we can get those out to some other collectors. I also picked up this Dallas Vintage Toy Store t-shirt. I picked up a couple more for a couple of the guys that helped me out quite a bit with everything, Matt and Brandon. So I got them a couple shirts, and then I also picked up, I'll post a picture of it because I don't have it in my possession right now, but I also picked up a G.I. Joe VHS in the box. The box isn't in perfect condition, but it does look really good. It's got your normal wear and tear from the 80s, but it's a G.I. Joe VHS. It's got Duke on the front, and it's got Cobra and Zartan and all of them on the back. The artwork on the back of it is just fantastic, but I got that over to Matt. He's a big Duke fan, so he's going to put that in with his G.I. Joe collection that he's got going on, and with all of his Duke G.I. Joes. So other than hitting up Dallas Vintage Toy Store, we have been pretty active in some actions on the Whatnot app. If you guys are familiar with that, hit us up on there, the _retro_lair. We are having an auction on November 4th, 2021, and at 7 o'clock. So we'll have a lot of extras that we've gathered that we'll be selling. But some of the things that we've been able to pick up, whether it be in auctions or whether it be offline, we've had quite a bit of stuff come in this week. So I'll just show you a few things that we've had come in. One of the things that I was able to snag off of Mercari, I got it pretty cheap, was these 2 G.I. Joes. I cannot remember this one's name right off the top of my head right now, but he is pretty loose. Knees loose, waist is loose, so doesn't need a little bit of work. But he also came with this Ninja Force Snake Eyes, and the action does work. So we picked that up. We got both of those for 12 bucks, guys. With each of them with an accessory, that's pretty cheap. G.I. Joe is one of my favorites from whenever I was a kid. Picked him up. I had to go to eBay for this one. I have not been able to find this guy anywhere. I've been outbid on several of them. It's just hard to find. It is a Wild Bill V3. Version 3 had the white pants. I had this one as a kid. I think this was made in '93, if I remember correctly. '92. So this one was made in '92, but he is complete.
really good shape. Crockmaster with his file card. He is in really good shape. I've pulled him out. His knees are tight, arms are tight, no cracked elbows. Has his alligator, has the attachment, just does not have the leaf. So picked up a Law and Order. Unfortunately, he does have a busted crotch, but I think I picked him up for like $5, so not that big a deal. We'll see if we can find a crotch for him. Matt has this one, and ever since I saw him have it put up, I've kind of been drooling over it. It's fantastic looking. This is Rock and Roll V2. I do not have him put together yet. He's still in this little case, but the guns that come with this guy are insane. So once I get this put up, he'll look really cool in the collection. So we got a Rock and Roll V2. I think this guy's Lookout, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but I picked him up also, complete, or pretty close to complete. I think he's missing a couple things, but he's got his walkie-talkie in there, binoculars. It's a cool. Right, so the last thing we picked up that was G.I. Joe related this week. I was actually over at Matt's delivering some of the things that I'd picked up for him and that had been delivered here. And he pulled out a gun that was a G.I. Joe, and as soon as I saw it, it brought back a memory that I'd had as a kid. And I was like, what does that go to? He's like, oh, it goes to the Swamp Masher. As soon as I seen the vehicle, I remembered having it as a kid. I hadn't thought of that thing in probably 30 years. 25, 30 years. So I was at the clubhouse locally again this week, just looking around, and they just happened to have it. And it was complete. So I had a good price on it, working out some trade with the owner there, and I was able to bring this home. So this is the Swamp Masher. I remember having this thing as a kid. Whether or not it was mine or my older brother's, I have no idea. But I specifically remember rolling this thing through the dirt right out in the front yard. So I don't have a lot of vehicles, whether it's G.I. Joe, turtle related, anything. But the ones that I do have are the ones that I had whenever I was a kid. So super excited to have found this. This is just, we're going to add this into our G.I. Joe collection. Last thing that we had come in this week that we were able to pick up is I've started snagging a few of the Toxic Crusaders as you guys have seen in the previous videos. I think I picked up Toxie, and I also picked up Major Disaster. It was in a local auction, and I was able to pick up Bonehead with 2 accessories. He does glow in the dark. He's in really good shape. Shout out to Chance in the toy stash. He was able to hook me up with this one. And I also picked up the Smog Cycle. So adding these into our Toxic collection. It's not real large yet, but great addition. Alright guys, that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you do, and you guys like this kind of stuff, you like the 80s and the 90s toys, all the nostalgia that it brings back and the memories, please like, subscribe, hit your notification bell so you get notified when we drop our next video. Thank you guys.